Hey guys, so today we're going to dive a little bit more into CTE, and we're going to learn about the impacts that I think CTE can have on your life. This is one of my favorite things to talk about because this is why I got involved into CTE and career and technical education. I think that it's something that each of our students need, and I hope that I can help you all to understand why I think it's important, and maybe you'll think it's important too. We are going to go through this with a PowerPoint. So I'm going to share my screen with you all so that you can see the PowerPoint. Impacts of career and technical education. So as a teacher, it is important for me to prepare you for your time after you graduate. I will not be the only one that contributes to this. You will have teachers kindergarten through 12th grade that place a little piece of their knowledge into you so that when you graduate high school, you'll be prepared to go into the world and be on your own. We call these 21st century skills. Skills that students need to survive and thrive in the 21st century. These do not only include your academic knowledge, so your math, science, literature, but also practical literacies. So what are practical literacies? They are the ability to use the information that you've learned throughout school to meet real-world challenges. So in every class that you take, we feel like that's a class that you're going to need later on in life so that you'll be able to use that in somehow as you progress, and then you will continue on maybe to a secondary school, a post-secondary school such as a 2-year degree or a 4-year degree, and learn a little bit more about what you want as a career. We ultimately want you guys to be critical thinkers. So critical thinking and problem solving, these are important things so that once a problem arises, we want you to be able to figure it out. So we want all the information that you've learned to kind of come together to figure out these problems. We want you to be good communicators, to be able to collaborate. Collaboration is a big part of CTE, and have creativity and self-sufficiency. So we want you to have all of these things so that you can be the best you can possibly be. We want to try to instill all of these things into you so that as you get older, you'll be able to pass it on as well. We ultimately hope that each student can reach this level. So we want each of you, not just one or two of you in the class. CTE is a big contributor to this. We want you guys to master the learning objective. So if the objective in U.S. history is to know as much U.S. history as we possibly can, we want you guys to master that. We want you to be able to know it backwards and forwards. CTE courses inherently cover many 21st century learning skills. So here's a chart. It kind of tells you life and career skills, learning and innovation skills, critical thinking, communication, collaboration, creativity, information, media, and technology skills. We feel like these are the skills that you're going to need throughout life, and we think that CTE courses are really great at making sure that we meet all those needs that you require, so that we can put these things into a class and you can develop those skills without even really knowing it. We believe that CTE is for every student. Students are able to develop skills in CTE courses that would not be offered in academics. We think that CTE is a little bit more, it's a different kind of class, and you guys know this just being in it. It's not like your academic classes where it's a lot of bookwork and a lot of paperwork. We want you guys to be more involved in the process and how things work and how we make things work. We want you to be able to apply your knowledge throughout your life and your career. So this is not only just training for your future job, but also just your life in general so that you'll be able to be a contributing member of society. Hands-on. CTE courses are very hands-on. We provide students to gain hands-on technical experience in addition to academics. So without CTE courses, you would not be able to have you would not be able to get the experiences that you do strictly in academic classes. Academic classes are going to be more sitting and doing, bookwork and paperwork, whereas hands-on experiences come through your CTE classes. There's not nearly as much bookwork in CTE classes, and we really strive to get you guys to have a hands-on learning experience and for it to be a beneficial thing that as you do this hands-on experience, then you learn by doing it. Some of the CTE courses that we offer in Mitchell County are automotives. These are where you're going to learn your basic skills such as changing oil, changing a fuse, a flat tire. Students will be able to use these skills your entire life. So even after you graduate high school, you're going to be able to change your front headlight or check your oil, those kinds of things. Especially great for girls who are in a bad situation with a flat tire and don't know how to change it and there's not a boy around. I have been in this situation and I wish I would have taken automotive so that I would have known how to handle it because I was clueless. So these are great things not only for boys to do, but for girls to do as well. Automotives promotes problem-solving skills so that if you see a problem with a car and you can't really figure out what's going on, you can go through and rule out certain things to figure out what that problem is. It's a great tool to have, and automotive is definitely one of those classes that teaches it. Agricultural education. Students are able to make a living and provide food for their families in agricultural education. We love to farm around here. Many of our families have gardens. Agricultural education teaches you how to do that. It also is a great provider. Most of our food comes from the United States, and we would like to keep it that way. So if we have more farmers, then we are able to be more self-sustained. You guys will learn. This promotes learning and innovation skills because you're able to learn a new trade. Many people don't do this anymore. It's a great thing for you guys to be able to know, and it's a big thing in Mitchell County. A lot of kids enjoy ag science, and it's not only just gardening, it's also livestock and learning how to tend to that, which is something that not everybody gets the opportunity to do. Family and consumer sciences. They cover many areas. Some of the most noted are their foods classes. This is where students learn to safely prepare food. This promotes life and career skills so that after you graduate, you'll be able to cook a meal. Something that we all need to do is eat. So this is great for you students that don't know how to cook. It's also a great team building experience because you are going to be in groups. So you guys are going to learn to work together. Also in family and consumer sciences are their early childhood and development classes. These are for people who are interested in children personally and professionally. So if you want to be a teacher, these are great classes. If you want to do childcare, these are great classes. But also if you plan on having a family one day, these are going to teach you things about your kids that you wouldn't know otherwise. Such as like their birth cycle, their growth cycle, and how they function throughout life, how their brain develops. It's a great thing to know about your children. So it's not only going to be professionally, but it'll also be personally that you'll be using these skills. Business, finance, and information technology. This is what I teach. This focuses early on basic computer skills. So as early as middle school, you guys, will be taking typing, PowerPoint, Microsoft Word. If you get those knocked out and you are still interested, you can continue on in high school with the same classes. But these classes in high school are going to be a little bit more involved. They're going to focus on areas that we think that you'll be able to sign up that you're interested in. So if you're interested in accounting or marketing, entrepreneurship, these classes are going to be more focused in that area. And you can give it a try, see if you like it, and see if it's something that you want to continue on after high school. As you enter into community college or a university, you will know, do I like this or do I not? We also have a very society dependent, or society is very dependent on technology. So most of careers today are going to be technology based. You guys know this. You know that much of our schoolwork is done online. Everything pretty much is done on your MacBook, on your iPad, on your Chromebooks. We love this. We love it for school, but it's just kind of how everything is going. It's going to go towards technology based. Many of our companies are going technology based, and they don't have people that are able to run these systems because nobody knows technology well enough. So as you enter business, finance, and information technology, you're going to learn even the most basic things like typing in Microsoft Word, which can help you in almost any job. But you're also going to learn like really detailed things, like how to run a plasma cutter is one of the things that you might be learning. So as you go on in life, I think technology is going to be something that is more pertinent, more found around the workplace, and we hope to prepare you for those things. Breaking the mold. Many students and educators believe that CTE courses are just for students who plan on entering the workforce without any additional education. So there's a stigma that people believe that because you are in CTE courses, you're not going to have any additional education. You're not going to go get a 2-year degree or a 4-year degree. And that's just simply not the case. I think that these skills that you learn in CTE are very important for you to be able to function even in college. They're going to be great things to lean back on, and you're going to know how to format that paper because you took Microsoft Office. And the skills that you learn in CTE are not just going to be for people who enter the workforce, but they are going to help you as you go on and get a degree. Career and technical education in high school. There are many benefits of CTE coursework. Studies have shown that you're more likely to graduate from high school, more likely to enroll in a 2-year college, more likely to be employed after high school, and you're better compensated in the year after high school. So you're making more money, you're gonna continue your education, and you're gonna get a job before other people. These are things that employers want. They want critical thinking skills, problem-solving skills, information technology application, teamwork, collaboration, creativity, innovation. CTE is founded on these principles. We want you guys to figure out these problems. When there's a problem on your computer, how are you going to fix it? That's a problem-solving skill. Also, information technology. When you take those business classes, you're learning more about how technology works. You're going to be able to run that computer and run that program better than if you didn't have any experience. Teamwork and collaboration. Think about your foods classes where you're working in groups. Think about automotive where you're working in groups, your agriculture classes where you're working in groups. These are building those teamwork and collaboration skills so that when you enter the workplace, you're able to better work with other people. Creativity and innovation. I would dare to say that CTE courses are the most creative and innovative courses that are offered because you are using your hands and you're working on different projects. Your creativity is pertinent. You are going to be doing a wood box in carpentry, and you have to do a picture on either side of the wooden box with a wood burner. What are you going to put on that? How are you going to develop that? What stain are you going to use on that box? How are you going to assemble this box? So you have to be creative in figuring out what kind of design you're going to put on it and how this is going to come together Whereas if you're in a regular academic course, none of those things are offered to you and you're not using your hands. Directions, please. This is also a great way for students to sample many different areas before continuing their education to ensure they are entering the correct field. So let's say Miss Westall took nursing in high school and she realized nursing was not for her. It's better for me to figure out in high school that nursing was not for me than go on and get to college and spend 2 semesters in nursing classes and realize it wasn't for me. And then I'm automatically a year behind in finishing my degree. So this is a great way for you guys to go ahead and figure out kind of what your interests are. Take a class. If you enjoy it, then great, continue on. You know that that's something you like. Or if you're interested in something else, you can quit what you were doing and go on to the next class. I think that it's a great way for you to continue learning and experimenting different things. Take advantage of CT. If you have an interest, try to explore it through the CTE course. This will be a great preparation for you guys after graduation. You have the possibility to earn a CTE certificate while in high school. So as you are in high school, say your interest is in welding, you can graduate with a welding certificate before you graduate high school. I mean, you can graduate with a welding certificate. So if you want to go directly into the workforce, you can. And then you have a welding certificate to present to any employer. It's a great thing in Mitchell County because many of our employers are welders and they're always looking for welders. And if you graduate high school, you don't have to continue your education and you're more likely to get hired. So as we continue on in learning about CTE, I want you guys to think, why is it important? What can I do with these opportunities? Where can I go with my CTE classes and where can they take me? I think that it's something that you guys can definitely benefit from, and I hope that you do take advantage of them. I hope you see the importance of them, and go ahead and take out a piece of paper and a pencil because we're going to start working on an assignment.